All right. Good evening. Good evening. Good to have you with us. Of course, my name is Sir Ryan Knight, and we're in day two of the Knighthood Academy training. And today we are going to be talking about Module 3, the Marketing 101. We are going to focus in on this chapter because marketing is the essence of what we do. So let me set up my share screen, and this video will be available after for you to review as well, because this is a great reminder of the elements that you can use as you're marketing with our team. So let me share and only screen, then hit slideshow. Oh, all right. So as I was saying, welcome back. So last night we did learn the machine, the platform, your code. You should have gotten an email with your code to be able to log into the portal. After the presentation, we will test it out just to make sure that it is working properly, and then we'll test out that the tracking is working as well. So tonight you're going to learn how to feed the machine. So this is module 3, so the summer marketing strategy, and it's, I'll say, the longest module in the academy for one main reason: that for zone managers, the marketing is the job. So that line where it's there at the bottom that says people can't buy from you if they don't know about you. So we definitely are working all the time to get the word out about what we're doing, and that helps us make even more money during the summer. So I hope you're ready. The module 3, I'll go through the presentation and then we'll go through questions after as well. So let me go to the next slide. So, a quick recap. So, three things carry over from last night. So, your code is really your paycheck. I know that you want to be able to focus and earn as much as you can this summer, and being able to share out that code helps you get the commission. So, 3 posts a week, I would say, is the floor, not the ceiling. And the platform tracks everything. So, we never have to guess what's working. So, tonight's game plan, we'll start with working backwards with your goal, because marketing without a goal is just posting into the void. Then we're going to talk about the funnel and your customer, your message, and then the playbooks that we use for both online, offline, and using DMs to get the word out. And we'll finish with your weekly rhythm and how to keep score and what to expect when we're doing our weekly check-ins. All right. So let me go to the next slide. So this is where we always start with the money and then work backwards. So it's one of the most important slides of the night, because marketing really does feel vague and a bit scary until you turn it into math. And that's why I typically love spreadsheets, because then it just becomes a to-do list and you start reaping the rewards of the work that you're doing. So walk with me from left to right, or sorry, from right to left. No, from left to right. So 300. Let's say 300 is the goal that you want to earn a month, and the average commission would be around $20 per booking. So that's about 20% of the average job. So we do have a Knighthood Academy rate, which is about $99. So 20% of that is about $20. So now 300, your target of 300 would mean about 15 bookings per month. So that's just under 4 a week. And in an active zone, doing 3 posts with sending out 10 personal DMs and 5 local comments per week generates about 4 bookings. So that would be the target. I would say 3 posts, 10 DMs, 5 personal comments. So that, to me, I would say 300 would be a minimum goal. Like if you just want to hit the bare minimum. So in order to increase your goal, you would just increase the activity. So that's where it becomes math. So, and that's really the business. That's what we do. And we've been doing for over 16 years and it still works. So when someone asks what you do, the answer isn't just, oh, I post sometimes. It's I do 3 posts, 10 DMs, and 5 comments a week. And that generates my goal each month. So we will have a worksheet. So when we do our check-in, the worksheet helps us to just keep track of our goals. And really, we just use the $20 as the example. We do have services that are more. So each booking, you could actually earn more than just the 20. But just for simple math, we use $20 as an example. All right. So it's like, so marketing 101, it's really the funnel. So this is the the flow, the customer journey that leads us to being able to get bookings. So every single client goes through these 4 stages, whether they know it or not. So you'll see, hey, Sarah spots your before and after picture in a Facebook group. She trusts it, so she would then check out Detail Ignites. Hey, they're seeing 16 years of Dragon's Den, working with the city of Toronto, the hundreds of reviews. That's the borrowed credibility that you're able to use. And in that book section, she clicks on the link, enters the code, or the code actually gets put in automatically. And then also she could refer. Once we get the job done, she loves it. She'll tell her sister-in-law, and now you get a booking that you didn't even have to work for. It just comes from this sequence. So they see and discover you, they trust and believe you, they book it and take action, and then they refer and multiply your output. So this is where you don't want to obsess over the booking side. A lot of times, people that are working with us, they obsess over stage 3, the booking, but bookings are actually an output. So attention is the input. So most strangers actually need 5 to 7 touches before they act. That's why one post never works and why volume at the top of the funnel is the whole game. So getting more people to see you and they move through the funnel. So now we definitely need to know our customer because you don't want to just keep posting to people that have no interest. And that's sometimes where, let's say, a car group of enthusiasts that detail their own cars might not be the best clients because they clean their own cars. So you're really not just selling car cleaning. The number nobody wakes up excited about car cleaning and getting their car done. So you're actually selling a person's time back, or maybe their Saturday back. You're selling not being embarrassed when a coworker gets in your car, or maybe a family member gets in your car. So 2 faces to picture every time that you're writing is one, the busy parent, let's say with a minivan or an SUV full of crumbs or hockey gear and sports gear, and also a busy professional who would generally pay extra to not have to sit in a car wash line again, read their quotes. So that's the voice in their head. So these quotes that where a busy parent is like, I'm embarrassed every time someone gets in my car. I just don't have a Saturday to fix, or I don't have the time to fix it. Or a busy professional who might be saying, I'd pay extra not to have to sit in a car wash line again or take my car for 2 hours to get it detailed. So now this is where at the bottom, we look at what they care about. So they care that we come to them, that we go to their home or to their office. They love that we could be done in 90 minutes. There's no water hookup, there's no mess. The fact that we're an established brand, been in business for over 16 years, over 6,000 clients, and even working with the city of Toronto and been on Dragon's Den. These are all things that add to the credibility. They really don't care about the products that we're using, the chemistry, like getting a lecture on the chemistry of the products. So we keep it simple. Really being the cheapest isn't their main care. It's usually the convenience that wins the sale. And of course, our follower count and all that, they just care that we're local. And that's why we do Knighthood Academy, because we want to get to the local uh, clients that really want somebody that is in their city to be able to work with them. So let's keep going. So this is really the message formula that we use. So every time you're posting, you're looking at this formula stops the, I don't know what to write, so that these four pieces every time helps you out. So the hook stops the scroll. So something like, hey, this minivan hadn't been cleaned since 2003 if we're doing a before and after post. The proof, oh, sorry, the value says what they get. So we come to your driveway, 90 minutes, no water, no mess. And then the proof kills the doubt. So that's 16 years in business, over 6,000 clients. The Dragon's Den appearance, we work with City of Toronto. And the call to action tells them exactly what to do. So the CTA is always, hey, go to this link and book in your appointment. And so you can look at this assembly over here of an actual real post where it's something like this minivan, this Mississauga minivan hadn't been cleaned since 2023. And then you can swipe for the before picture and the after back and forth. So we came to the driveway, turned it around in 90 minutes. It was waterless, mess free, and a kid seat friendly. So Detailing Nights has done this for over 6,000 clients over 16 years. Hey, want your Saturday back? Book here at this link and use XYZ code. So this is something that we're gonna work on creating a message for yourself that we'll send out later. All right, so one of the playbooks that we used, and this one typically works on Instagram and TikTok. So Instagram and TikTok really reward transformation. So seeing a change and high quality images. And so this business is really transformation content. So the 555, so a reel that shows 5 seconds of a dirty car, 5 seconds of cleaning action, and 5 seconds of the reveal. So we always try to use like the trending audio, that formula of the caption that we shared in the previous slides. And then this is where 10 minutes to shoot on any job or on your own family car during practice week. So what we typically do is for people that work with us, we make sure and book a time to detail their family car. So while the detailers are there, then our team can, while they're cleaning, we can take images and photos. So that way you're getting content that you could use for before and after. But we also have stock footage of past details that you can use as well. So again, remember, you're not chasing like trying to go viral or getting 50,000 views in Texas. That books nothing for us. Like what we are looking for is 500 views, even 50 to 100 views in your zone. That could book out your whole weekend. And that's why you want to tag your location, use local hashtags every single time, because the stories are the daily heartbeat in between. So one a day keeps you on their mind and really keeps you top of mind when they do need that detail. Right. So the second playbook that we use is a combination of Facebook and the Nextdoor app. So it's less flashy, but we definitely see more bookings. So Facebook groups and Nextdoor are really where GTA parents actually make decisions. So people literally post, does anyone know a good mobile detailer? That's a hand raised in the air waiting for you. So on the left side, you'll see that zone spotlight post. So this is where like you could post something like, hey Brampton, anyone need their car detailed at home this week? I work with Detailing Nights, a local mobile company that's been around for 16 years. They come to your driveway, no water hookup needed, done in 90 minutes, and happy to answer questions. Booking link is in the comments, and you can mention this code. So this is where you're able to now post something like this in a Facebook group that is in your zone or to your news feed, and also into something like the Nextdoor app. And this is where you can really get known in your area for being the person that is, the hookup for getting car cleaning. So on the right side, we usually try to encourage a bit of rules of engagement because you don't want to be spammy or get banned. So the right side is where we try to put these in place to help you not get banned. So it's really a 5-to-1 rule. If you're posting helpful comments for every one promotional post, be the helpful local kid, not the billboard, because one spam flag the biggest group in your zone can lock you out for the whole summer. So you want to be careful and just remember from module 2 that try not to post in other zones. You really want to be the local person for your territory. And this is where you want to read each group's promo rules first. Many have self promo days, sometimes Saturday or other days during the week where you can post about businesses. And then be a member, not a billboard. So engage in the groups, comment helpfully on 5 local posts for every 1 promotional post that you're going to do, and answer questions in comments publicly. Let them know every reply is marketing to people that are watching, like those silent watchers. So try not to post the same text in 6 different groups in 1 hour. You'll typically get flagged as spam, and really never argue with a rude commenter. Just try to shift it to DMs and can say like happy to chat in the DMs and move on. And try not to post in other zones because you do want to become that local person representing the brand. So, going on. All right. So the landing page and the link. So the link does take a person right to be able to check out and then book their appointment. And we already have landing pages built that sell the service. So you don't have to build up anything. You can take a deep breath because here's the good news. You never have to build a website. You don't have to take the payments or even write a sales page. The booking.detailingnights.ca already does the selling. Our website, detailingnights.ca, already has like the photos, reviews, the pricing. So your really job is to just drive the traffic so that link takes them to where they can book and then it's all being tracked. So just follow this chain, your content plus your link with the code, their booking equals your commission. So as long as we follow that chain, we'll be able, you're not doing work for free. You want to make sure that everything that is coming from your post, you're getting paid for that. So best tip, definitely save your link and your code as a shortcut on your phone. And then that way you'll be able to find the link quickly. And once I finish the presentation, we'll make sure that you have your link ready to go. All right. So this is the part that I love is that offline playbook. So this is the ground game that can really amplify your booking. So a lot of times kids are really just fighting for attention online. Almost nobody is fighting for the mailbox. So you being in person is the difference. Like even if it's posting on a gym cork board or a local community board or the barbershop at the barbershop hand holding out the flyers, because offline has zero algorithm and zero competition. So the flyers, we get you custom print ready templates and print out flyers for you. So it'll have your code and a QR so people can book in. And 100 a week might sound a lot, but it's really a 45-minute walk, maybe handing out flyers to houses and in different businesses. If you target driveways with dirty cars, they're already pre-qualified. And networking, so every adult in your life should know what you're doing. So by the end of this week, people in your life should know what you're working on. And the script is a simple 1 sentence. Hey, I'm running a zone for a detailing company this summer. Parents, workplaces, parking lots, gold mines. So you'll be able to just let them know what you're working on and then get them to help you spread the word as well. And so the sleeper undercover hit that we do are the car wash fundraisers. So if you already go to a church or you're on a team, you can then let them know like, hey, we could do a car wash fundraiser to raise money for any initiatives that you're doing. So Detailing Nights, we actually supply the products and help with supervision of the car wash. And then the group fundraises, and you, as the zone marketer, gets to collect all those leads and you get to collect a lot of content. And that one Saturday or a weekend, it can produce many leads for you, maybe over 20, and you'd be able to get those commissions as well when people book. So that's one thing that we're helping more people set up are these car wash fundraisers. So the direct messages. So the DMs is really where you can amplify your personal network. We encourage you to have a LinkedIn account. If you don't, that would be one thing I would encourage you to start to set up. Facebook is great as well. You can direct message, and even Instagram, you can direct message people that you know. And so posts, I would say, is more casting a net, but the DMs is really the spear and the sniper because most of the first bookings will come from a conversation, like you sending a direct message, not just a post. So we have the 10-3-1 rule. So 10 personal messages a week to people that actually know you. Three could turn into a real conversation, and typically one would become a booking. So every direct message that you send out is worth, I was like, $2 if you're calculating it that way, whether they answered or not. It's really just the math and consistency of putting it out. So look at these two DMs so you can see which one might not be as great and which one would be good. So this one, if you're just blasting out, hey, I sell car detailing now, book with my code, and you send it to 50 people, won't be as good. But if you use, hey, Auntie Marcia, you mentioned the van got wrecked or dirty after the cottage trip. The company I work for can come to your driveway this week. Did you want the link? Something like that is more effective than just blasting out a big message. So we do talk about a marketing rhythm. So like on a Monday, you want to post a before and after. On Tuesday, you might send out direct messages. On a Wednesday, you could post maybe a social proof post. On Thursday, you could go out and hand out flyers. On a Friday, you can again post about the zone spotlight, maybe in Facebook. And then on the weekend, again, you can check in, put a daily story. So you want to keep consistent. It doesn't have to be exactly like this every day, but you do want to have a consistent rhythm. And again, when to push. So usually some of the students were setting up from May and June, but July and August is really the peak season. So July, you want to be able to get the word out, and that's when the majority of bookings does come in. And of course, August, you want to keep pushing, getting people to get their car cleans before school starts is a big push as well. And we're always helping you to get reviews so that clients can get you referrals. All right. And these are things that we'll be tracking. So we always track like kind of how many posts are going out and DMs. Those are things that you want to track on your own. We with the platform track when people are clicking your link and then how many bookings are coming in and how much commission. So the actions leads to the bookings and the commission, but you are in control of the actions and conversations. Those are the things that turn into the bookings and your commission. So the more active that you are, I would say the more success that you're going to see. So these six, I want to just touch on because these six are real. So each one of them cost a past student real money. Like the big one is the top left, just posting once and not hearing anything and then quitting. So you need to remember the funnel that strangers need 5 to 7 touches. So your first 2 weeks are really planting the season. It's not really harvest season, but you will start to see results if you keep consistent and making sure to post and have your code in there is really important. And don't ignore when people are commenting or sending you replies. That's money on the table. So try not to just blast out a big broadcast message. Personal DMs are a lot more effective, and don't feel like the post has to be perfect. It's just being able to be consistent and get the word out is good. And again, not being too spammy, just posting in every group in one night. You want to be able to be respectful of that. All right, so let me just review the key takeaways. So, of course, the marketing is math. Have your goal. We divide that by the commissions. That will determine how much bookings are needed. And then we'll have those weekly actions that we're checking in on to see that you make sure that you hit your goal. And then making sure you understand that funnel. So people need to see you to be able to then trust the company and book and refer. So that is the cadence that you're going to be doing every day, every week. And then we are selling the outcome. So busy parents and professionals, they want to buy back their time and reduce their anxiety. Not, they don't need to know all the ins and outs of what detailing it takes and what chemistry of the products. It's more just them saving time. So our posts, we want to remember that you have that hook, the value, proof, and the call to action. So we'll always coach you through that. And using the online net to cast and let people know what you're doing, but offline, still meeting people is really important. And I would say consistency definitely beats intensity. Being able to be consistent, you're going to see a lot of success. All right. So as we're gonna close out, I'm gonna open it up so that we can have a quick conversation. So best thing is to make sure you know what your goal is for this summer. I would say let's start with what the goal is for the revenue. I would encourage you to draft your first post and send it to people that you know just to get the wheels going. On Monday, when we do our first check-in, then we'll put together the official strategy and send those three DMs, three people that you know. I would draft and use this as an example to send those first ones. And then from there, hey, every day we're going to be getting uh, more active and more active. So let me stop this sharing and then I'll open it up for questions. And I'll put this sample into the chat as well. All right. So yeah, let me just check in. Did you have any questions, Amami? Okay, good, good. And let me put this into the chat. And this can be the first post that we're sending out. All right, I'll put that into the chat. Perfect. All right. So at our next session, we're going to dig deeper into the overview of the detailing and also touch on the strategies, see if the link is working. We should have a couple clinks. So use that link to be able to send out, and then we'll test out to make sure that we can track your commissions and get that working for you. So I do want to thank you again. We shall see you in the next module, but remember, stay active with persistency and consistency is the name of the game. And this is a guide. We're always going to be tweaking our approach and our strategy, but it's all to help you make as much money this summer as possible. So I'll see you in the next module. Have a good one. Peace.